Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. Welcome back to another Everyday Makeup Monday. So today I am putting together what I am hoping is going to be my perfect orangey lip makeup look. So if you didn't see, I did like a whole try on video last week I think, and it was all orange lipsticks, trying to find my perfect summer orange lipstick, and I found one. So I wanted to put together a whole look because I wasn't quite vibing with like the blush and the eyes and everything all together, so I wanted to put together a look that was for the orange lipstick, for that to be the star of the show, where everything else just felt right with it. Let's just jump straight on in, starting with the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I'm so excited to have my hands on this. It's been so hard to try and find in the UK, but I ordered this on Boots, and I got this in the second shade, Fairlight I think it was called, and I'm going to use my brush, and I just feel like this tone compared to the collection one that I have that is a lot fairer, I feel like this e.l.f. one is just perfect for summer, and this is hopefully going to be a very sort of summery fresh look. So I need some serious like heavy duty concealer today. Like the eye bags are on another level. So this is the Collection Lasting Perfection Stretch Concealer. I have this in the shade 4 Extra Fair, and I'm just going to tap a little bit of this onto my favourite brush for concealer, which is the Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm just going to start dabbing this right on that inner corner, and then when I've got less on the brush, I just take this like down the centre of the face just to highlight a little bit really. So that is all the concealer blended out, and that is basically all of the like coverage that we're going to have today. I am going to just tap over a very small amount of the L'Oreal Infallible foundation in a powder with a really big fluffy brush. Oh no! This is broken. This is like cracked across the middle. Oh no. I'm just going to tap this lightly all over just to set that down so that the Halo Glow doesn't look too like intensely shiny, but so that the skin still looks glowy. I love doing this step. Like the combination of these products is just perfection. I want this look to be quite bronzy and quite like warm to go with the lip, so I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Bronzer. This is another one that I've tested recently and I love it. It's such a beautiful undertone. They've got a good selection of shades, a good selection of colours, and this is the lightest one, I do believe. Yeah, 250 light. And I just think the warmth of this bronzer is beautiful, especially at this time of year. Like you want to be warm, you want to be like tanned, and this is just my favourite bronzer at the minute. I've been absolutely loving it. And then when I have slightly less on the brush, I like to just sort of take it over like the eyelids and like through the crease, just very roughly, just to get a little bit of colour in there as well. Then for blush, I'm going in with 2 because it's me and I live for blush. So this is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Turks and Caicos. I always want to say that wrong. I always have to like cut out like me saying it wrong 7 million times, so that's a little backstory. So I'm just going to tap a little bit of this quite far back and quite high up, and these putty blushes and the putty bronzers as well, they go over so nicely over the top of powder. Like you don't have to worry like if you just done what I've just done, when I've already done like my powder bronzer, the putty blush will go over the top of it nicely. It doesn't lift anything up or make it go all funky underneath. And then for blusher number 2, I'm going in with the Collection Glow Blush in the shade number 5 Peach. And I'm just going to take this on the same brush that I used for my powder bronzer and just buff that over the top. And obviously this has that glow element to it as well, so it does add that nice little bit of highlight too. So I hope you can see how that's added like a really nice amount of blush, a really nice amount of like pink colour, but also a really nice glow. I have really been enjoying these blushes. So for brows, I'm going in with the Shein brow pencil, like mechanical pencil, and the e.l.f. Wow Brow. So as always, I'll be back when I've got some brows on my head. So that's the big fluffy brows on, which is obviously always my vibe. I'm now just going to go in with a bit more of that powder bronzer on a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that through the crease. So I'm going to add just a tiny little bit of liquid liner, and this one is in brown, so it just makes it a little bit softer, a little bit warmer, you know, that whole vibe that we're going for. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Liquid Liner, and it's in the shade 03 Brown. I picked this up recently and I've been absolutely loving it. It really does last all day, which of course is the main thing for me. I need like eyeliner and mascara to last all day, and the colour is just a really beautiful warm brown, and it's really easy to apply as well, which obviously is a big deal for me. So you can see it doesn't look like a strong dark line, it's just that little bit of extra definition, and I feel like all of these layers of like colours and adding in all of this warmth, I'm hoping it will really add to the finished look at the end. So I'm going in with mascara now. This is the Rimmel Thrill Seeker mascara. I tested this recently on my channel. I will link it up here and also down below. When I tested this first, I thought that it was too clumpy on first application. The actual formula of the mascara is like a whipped thicker formula, and I like to layer up a lot of mascara. I like my mascara to be very thickening and very dramatic, but I just thought that this was too much for me. But using just one layer makes this less dramatic, less volume than like what I would normally go for, but it makes it a lot more long lasting. I have found in the video that I did where I tested this originally, I did 2 layers and I wore it all day, and it was so clumpy and it smudged like crazy. But I have found that applying less of it, applying just one layer, it smudges so much less. Obviously you don't get that same amount of volume, that same amount of drama that it like promises, but I don't hate this as much as I did when I first tested it. One layer of this, it's nice. Like, I'm going to finish using the tube, but it is just, it's one to be very careful with. Like, you don't want to layer it up too much. So that is the like length and the drama that you get just with one layer. I do think it looks nice. It's definitely less than what I normally do, but any more than this and it just smudges all over my face. It definitely lasts longer when I only do one layer, one light layer, and leave it at this sort of length and volume, etc. So that is the eyes done, unless I decide I want an inner corner highlight. Yeah, I definitely do, don't I? So I'll go in with the Revolution Soph highlight palette and just dip into the 2 lightest shades, just sort of mix those together and pop that on the inner corner. Yes, that's nice and bright, isn't it? I just think an inner corner highlight is possibly my favourite step. So for the lips, I will just wipe off that lip balm that I had on and go in with the lipstick. So this is the L'Oreal Signature Liquid Lipstick in the shade 112 I Achieve. The perfect orange lipstick. Just wait and see. Like, try and tell me that this isn't the perfect orange lipstick. I love it. I'm so obsessed. I am so obsessed. I just love this whole look. Oh, I'm so here for it. So I'm just going to put on a little bit of more highlight. I'm going to try this over the top. I've not done this before, so I could just completely ruin everything that I've already done, but I'm really going to scrape off the excess and just tap a little bit of this over the top. I do this with the collection one, so I'm hoping that this will work just as well. And I'm going to just use my hands. Yes, that's blended in really nicely. And then I would say I'm done. This is the whole vibe that I was wanting to do with an orange lipstick, and I'm so glad that I have this in my collection now. It's just beautiful. It's just exactly what I wanted with an orange lip. I just love this whole vibe, like the beachy waves, the soft eyes, and then the orange lip. It's like bam. I'm so here for it. So that is the final look. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, I upload 3 times a week on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Saturday, so there's always new videos here. If you want to see those, then you can subscribe down below and then you'll get a little notification every time I post a new video. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!